everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video featuring the new Becca Shimmering Skin Perfecter in the shade Prismatic Amethyst. So this is going to be a dazzled or disappointed video because I've had time to play with it. So I do have a very good feel for the product at this point. And so I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. And because this is limited edition, I wanted to put this up as quickly as possible so that you could kind of make your decision on whether this is going to be right for you or not. So let's just not waste any time. Let's just jump right into this. Okay, so first off, I do want to give you the kind of the description as it shows on the Sephora website so that you have an idea. So to give you a real quick, kind of in a nutshell, this is one of their Shimmering Skin Perfecters in powder form, in case you are not aware that Becca did release a new one. And so that's what this is. Let me tell you what it says on Sephora.com. It says it's a creamy highlighting powder with duochrome pigments to impart a captivating light effect that transforms as you move. So as we all know, the holographic trend has just blown up lately. It seems like every brand is coming out with their version of a holographic palette, shade, highlighter. It's just, you know, even an array of colors. There's just a lot coming out right now as far as that goes. So it also says, achieve a sophisticated prismatic glow in any light with this limited edition Shimmering Skin Perfecter pressed highlighter. It's enriched with color-shifting pigments that reflect and refract light for a multifaceted holographic chameleon effect. Prismatic Amethyst is infused with pale gold, violet, and rose pearls to create a unique iridescent sheen that shifts as you move. Unlike traditional pressed powders, this one-of-a-kind formula blends pigments with liquids to create an unparalleled, creamy feel that applies like seamless silk and never cakes. It's perfect for highlighting or layering to create a truly unique glow. The result is a high-shine, elegant shimmer finish that doesn't look glittery. Okay, so, and I know the whole glitter thing is important to a lot of y'all because you don't like any kind of glitter. I have told y'all before, I definitely don't mind it. But let me see, the back of the box says a creamy luminizing powder that veils the skin in a soft pearlized glow with a lustrous velvet finish. And then other than that, it has the same description as I just read to you off of the Sephora website. So let me show you the box real quick. It's so pretty. I love it when they do these kind of holographic boxes. And then at the same time, I don't like it because then I want to keep the box. A lot of times I'll keep the box just because I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, I don't want to trash it. So it does come like that. Like I said, it's called, the shade is Prismatic Amethyst. Right there. And so let's just dive right into this bad boy. Real quick, the compact comes in their regular little metal type, I don't know. The compacts usually look alike for their Shimmering Skin Perfecters. However, the trim or the, I don't know what you would call this, but the outline of this is a very, very pretty lilac color. I hope that comes across. It's really, really nice. I'm going to flip it over and hope I don't blind you because it does have that mirrored type, but it's purple, it's lilac, and it does have the shade name on the back. So it is really, really nice. I love it. I want to say when they came out with rose, what was it called? Rose quartz, I think. It had like a pinky trim, if I remember right. And so I love that they're making that unique. That's kind of nice because it sets it apart from the rest. And then if you have them lined up in your drawer, automatically by the trim, you already know which one it is. So that's really neat. Opening it up, you have your typical Becca. You have your mirror up here on the top. And then you've got the powder right here. It's got kind of like that design that I want to say the rose one had as well. So that's what that looks like there. So let me go ahead and swatch it for you. Now I'm going to swatch it for you two different ways. Let me do the first one as usual, and then I'll explain why I'm doing the second one. So there it is right there. And when you first swatch it, well, the way it's coming off on camera, it almost just looks like a white powder. If I look at it, I can definitely see the shift as far as pink and purple. I'm not sure if that's going to come across on camera. It almost looks kind of white, but let me swatch it, and it's right there. Hopefully that does come across on camera. Now, when I first received this, I was kind of like, okay, I mean, it looks nice. I just don't know how powerful it's going to be on the cheeks. Y'all know I love a really intense glow. For me, subtle is... for me, it's a waste of money. I mean, for a lot of people, subtle is what you like, and that's definitely not a waste of money for you. You know, it might be a waste of money for you, or the more intense highlights. And so that's what is beautiful about makeup, is that you have all kinds of makeup to fit all kinds of different likes and wants and needs. But when I first saw this, I was like, okay, I think it's going to be a little bit subtle. I don't know if I'm going to be crazy about it. I thought, okay, I'm going to try it a different way. And y'all already know that I've told you before, I like to use a cream highlight as a base, because that really just, it's kind of like eyeshadow primer. It just helps it pop. And so it helps the true color really stand out. So what I'm going to do, I am wearing it on my cheeks today. And as you can see, it is, there is nothing subtle about it. I am absolutely loving it. So basically, I just gave it away that I am dazzled by it, but I do want to tell you how I got it this way and why I am dazzled by it. So I do use, this is one of the It Cosmetics brushes that came in the airbrush set that is sold at Ulta. This one doesn't even have, oh, it says airbrush foundation. I don't use it for foundation, it's too little. I use it for my powder highlights. Nice dense brush. So what I do is, or what I did, was I picked it up, and pick up as little or as much as you want. Obviously you can build it up, so pick it up on your brush. Now what I did right here, if you can tell, I already applied the Josie Maran Argan Illuminator, and I'll show you which one that is, just so that you have an idea. I love using this one as a base. It is one of my favorites. It is this one right here. I don't know, they may have redone the bottle. I've had mine for a while, so... but that's what that looks like. It's beautiful. It's the perfect base, I've found. So I have it on my brush, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it right here. Oh, it is so pretty. So, and there it is right there. So you can see that that really, really made even more of a difference as far as it coming across as... I mean, that's a glow right there. It's beautiful. So, side by side is the more intense with the base, and then you've got the more subtle up there, which is just the powder on its own. So, the amazing thing about this powder is, well, first off, it does have that duochrome intensity. Now, I will say that with the base, because the base is gold, it is bringing out more of the pink tone in the powder as in regards to the pink and the lilac. If you just wear it as just the powder on its own, you'll find that it's like the lilac is what comes out more. So I will zoom you in here in a second so that you can see up close. But the lovely thing about this is that you can intensify it to where it is, if you want that bomb type highlighter that can be seen from a mile away, this does do it for you. Just use a base. If you want more of a subtle type highlighter, you can still also use this without using a base and with using a light hand. I will say I do see the very fine micro glitter, and I know that's a showstopper. You know, for some of y'all, you just absolutely do not want glitter in your product, and so if that's the case, I don't know that you would really be super thrilled, but it's very fine. I mean, it's not by any means, it's not chunky, it's not like flecks of glitter, it's not any of that. And you know the Becca powders to be very, very finely milled. So that stands true for this one as well. Let me zoom you in so that I can show you what it looks like up close. Okay, what cheek are we gonna go with? Let's go with this one. Okay, can you see this right here? That's crazy. Okay, so again, I used the highlight, the Argan Oil highlight, but on top I used this powder, and it is incredible. I love it. I am super happy with it. This is just one of those things where, see, I've got it on this side too. Yep. It's absolutely stunning. Obviously, I put a little bit of the argan oil, not the argan oil, but the argan illuminizer, I put a little bit of that down my nose, but I didn't use any of this down my nose because I obviously don't want like the duochrome holographic look going down my nose. I'd get comments on that for sure. But before I move on, let me just tell y'all real quick, anytime I use a liquid base, a liquid highlight as my base, I use the baby version of the one I use for the powder. I use the smaller version and it looks like this. Also from that same airbrush kit, and this is, ironically, this is the concealer. So I'm using the concealer and the foundation brushes for my highlight, but they're so dense that I have found that they work very, very well for anything liquid and powder highlight. So now we go to price point. Okay, so Becca is known to be one of the pricier highlighting, pricier brands, pricier highlights. The only thing is, lately I feel like other brands have also kind of started being in this price range. I've told you before, the average I feel like now for a highlighter is between like $36 and $40, and this is no exception. This is $38, so it's not inexpensive by any stretch of the imagination, and I would say try to hold off until April when the spring VIB sale comes around. However, it's limited edition, and I know the rose quartz, I think it was called rose quartz, I'm sorry if it's not, the pink one, the rose one that was released during the holiday season, that one did sell out. And I'm going to assume this one's not going to be any exception. So it's one of those things where, do you really want to chance it that it might be sold out by the time the discount comes around? So I absolutely think it's worth the $38. I've gotten lately to where I haven't really been too dazzled by a whole lot, and I feel bad because, I'll put out a video and it's like, oh, I'm disappointed. Oh, I'm disappointed. Oh, I'm disappointed. So it's just so refreshing, so exciting to be able to finally tell you again that I am dazzled by something. And this I am absolutely dazzled by. If you're on the fence about it, pick it up. If you're not crazy about it, just return it. But I really do think you're going to like it. The other thing I want to say is that these duochrome type powders are very, very hit or miss for me. More miss than hit, mainly because they tend to look ashy on my skin. So for reference, I've told y'all before, but I'll tell you again, in MAC, I am an NW20, and whenever I choose foundations through Sephora, I look for the description that says light neutral. And so on my skin tone, these types of shades tend to look very ashy. I don't remember which shade from the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. There were one or two shades that really, really looked ashy on my skin, so it just was not ideal for highlight. This was quite the opposite. This looks really, really good on my skin. Not ashy in the least. When I swatched it on my finger, it did, like I said, it did kind of come off white. It does not translate like that onto my face. So I was very, very happy. Again, when it first came in, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work for me. And it ended up working out amazingly. I'm so happy with it. Very, very excited. Really, really glad to hold on to it, to not want to send it back or anything. So again, $38. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfecter Pressed in the shade Prismatic Amethyst is completely worth your while if you're on the fence about it, if you're looking to pick it up. So I hope this has helped you guys. I hope this has kind of helped make your decision on picking it up or not. Alright guys, before I let you go, I want to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Psalm 1:1, and it says, "Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers." I know in a world where everyone seems to be going in one direction, it's kind of hard to be the loner, If you have to stand up for what is right, then you just have to stand up for what is right, even if you're the only one. But you know what? With God, you are the majority. So I hope this gives you encouragement. I hope y'all have had a wonderful February. I cannot even believe that we're almost done with February. I don't know where the time is going, but I hope y'all had a wonderful Valentine's week. Hard to believe that's already behind us, but guys, if you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll consider doing so. I'd really love to have you on this YouTube journey with me. Hit the like button if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful. And if you're looking to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. Okay, guys, good to see you, good to talk to you, and I will see and talk to you in the next video, hopefully very soon. All right, bye.